I missed you, little bro.
Duos don't lose. Every culture shift, every wave, it usually starts with two people locked in. Two forces, same vision, same appetite for success, and that's when things really take off. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now with SRT Len and FastLifeNick, a duo in the fast lane, showing the younger generation what's possible. Chase speed, chase your dreams. But when you're doing it with someone who's got your back no matter what, that's a different type of win. So let's start today's episode with Len.
SRT Len.
Len's car journey. Now this ain't no basic story. It's a whole series. Seasons, plot twists, character development, all that. And the craziest part is, it started way earlier than most people think about even driving. Back in his No Limit Len days, when he was still on the NBA 2K grind, Lenny made a deal with his subscribers. If y'all keep supporting me, I'm gonna go get my dream car. And at that time, the dream was a Scat Pack Charger. 20 bands saved up just from gaming, controller in hand, and staying consistent. He put that 20K down and came back with a dark purple Daytona 392. First car ever. That's how Purple Tanny was born. Your first car always hits different. But Len, he's not the type to stay still. As his channel starts growing, he spots a white Charger Hellcat with only 200 miles on it. Basically brand new, dropped 55K and made it his second car. But we'll come back to that one a little later, because now it's time to rank. Sitting at the bottom, we've got a car named Johnny. Now this was a black Chrysler 300 Hellcat Len picked up in the summer of 2024. And yeah, Johnny had been through it. No bumper, missing fender. I mean, the car looked like it had survived a whole horror movie. But Len basically said, "Aight, you might look rough, but you've got potential." But clearly not a long-term move. He made like 2 videos with it and then it just disappeared. Gone. Finito. The whole Chrysler phase ended real quick. But don't get it twisted though, this wasn't even a loss. Because around the same time, at just 19 years old, he went and bought his mom a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, gifted it. That alone says a lot. And of course, he still added his touch, wrapped it purple. Because let's be honest, if it's not purple, is it even a Len car? Even if it was technically his mom's car, it definitely got milked for content too. You already know how that goes. Plus back then, everybody in the scene had a Trackhawk. It was almost like a uniform. Still, a solid build, but compared to what's coming next, it lands at number 5. Coming in at number 4, September 2025, Len steps out in the Mopar world and picks up a manual Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, the Nightwing. And this is a big moment. Not just because it's not a Mopar, but because it's manual. 3 pedals, supercharged LT4, all blacked out. And let's be real, Camaros already have that legend status. Ever since Transformers, people have looked at them very differently. Of course, Len wasn't going to leave it stock. Babyfxce wraps it in a dark purple fade into matte black. Black hood, black rear, I mean the whole thing looks peak. Then he straight pipes it. Does his usual content runs and just has fun with it. Great car, easily 4th place.
She say she love me, whatever that is. Do me a favor, say that shit. Hey.
Now this is where things really level up. The red Corvette C7Z06, aka Sexy Red. Manual convertible, 650 horsepower from that supercharged LT4 V8. And honestly, this is what you want to see from Len. This is the car he needed. One of the best performance cars you can get for the price. It's also special because the Z06 is the last front-end engine vet, which makes it even more fire. Top down, manual shifting, serious power. I mean, it checks every box. And the way Len talks about it, you can tell he actually loves driving this one.
My favorite car I've ever driven.
Already?
Easily. How it spins, how it takes off, everything about how it loses traction. Nigga, I'm 21, I ain't never had no drop top before.
Some even say it feels like all-wheel drive with how the planting is. First convertible too, which makes it even more of a new experience. A big step forward. Easily landing at 3rd place. You might say, Well, where's the scat pack in here? Well, Len owned that car for what, like a week before trading in it for the Z06? And what a great move too. The scat ain't even in the ranking because, well, let's just not even talk about that atrocity, yo. Alright, so we're getting into legendary territory with Purple Torch. Now this car started as a regular white Hellcat, nothing crazy. But Len saw something more. He brought back the original purple tanny vibe, wrapped it dark purple, and gave it a real identity. But this time, he took it way further. We're talking 850 plus horsepower. This is the car that really built his image. When people think SRT Len, they picture Purple Torch. Flames, power, that purple paint. But he didn't stop there. At one point, he basically said, let's break the internet. Demon 170 engine swap, new intake, wide body kit, carbon fiber everywhere. Then he goes back to Babyfxce and creates a two-tone fade. Dark purple in the front, matte black in the back. Tinted taillights. There was a setback too though. The original purple tanny got totaled. But look at him now. Bigger platform, stronger brand, faster cars. That's why Purple Torch takes the second spot. But for number one, we had to put the car Len pushed the limits off. This is where Len really shows evolution because he stepped completely outside his comfort zone and picked up a BMW M4 Competition X Drive, a red German machine. If Mopar was his foundation, this is the next level. And of course, he still made it his. Took it to Babyfxce and gave it that signature purple fade. Same identity, new platform. Then comes the power. You thought things was already wild? This M4 went from around 850 horsepower to 1300, 1500, even pushing towards 1700. That's hypercar territory, man. At that level, you gotta be careful. And that's why it takes the number one spot. Not just because of the numbers, but because of what it represents. Growth. From Purple Tanny to experimenting with Johnny, blessing his mom with a Trackhawk, stepping into a ZL1, then a Z06, building Purple Torch into a monster, and now this M4 pushing limits. That's a full evolution. And the wild part? This still feels like the beginning for Len. Next car for Lenny? It better be a Dodge Viper.
If it was one, influencer, celebrity, person that you would want to work with or do a video with or make content with, who would it be?
I got mine. You wanna know mine?
Yeah.
My dream person. My buddy, right here.
SRT Len.
It's like every time we're together.
Now, if Len is the modern half of the duo, experimenting with foreign cars, stepping into BMWs, chasing that next level performance, then Nick is the complete opposite. Nick is the OG Mopar guy, through and through. Nick does not care about foreign this, German that. For Nick, it's simple, Mopar or no car. And despite dealing with YouTube setbacks here and there, being in and out of the scene, he always finds a way to come back. From the very beginning, you could tell Nick and Len were meant to cross paths. Check it. Back in October 2020, Nick reveals his very first car, a Chrysler 300. And take a guess what color he wrapped it in. Satin purple. Nick swapped in a Scat Pack engine, upgraded the hood, and later switched it back to a dark gray finish. After that, he picked up another Scat Pack swap, this time on a second-gen Dodge Charger RT in bright yellow. But that was just the beginning. So let's get into it. Let's rank Nick's cars from bottom to top.
FastLifeNick.
At the bottom, we've got the Cozy Cat story. Nick's boy Quan had a Charger red-eye wide body, freshly wrapped, looking clean, until Atlanta traffic stepped in, that is. a Tesla rear-ended it and basically turned it into a full rebuild situation. But instead of letting it go, Nick jumped on Copart and picked up what was left for $26,500. That's how Cozy Cat was reborn. Now let's be real, this car was in rough condition. Even for Nick, it was a lot. Pink supercharger, pushing around 990 horsepower. It had potential, but it just never fully came together. Cozy Cat lands at number 6. In 2025, Nick switched things up for a second. Mopar Nick buying a Chevy? That happened. He picked up the cheapest 2020 Camaro Z01 at auction. All black, already looking solid though. But of course, he had to put his twist on it. He swapped in a Cadillac CT5 Blackwing engine. Technically, it's very similar to the Z01 engine, but the Blackwing version pushes a little 18 more horses, 668 horsepower instead of 650. And with Nick, every extra bit counts. The result? A clean, aggressive black Camaro that fits right into his lineup. Both Nick and Len clearly understand how good these cars look. Still though, compared to what's higher on this list, it lands at number 5. Now this one's a 2-for-1 because Nick has 2 trucks that both hold down the same spot. First, the Baby TRX. Back in March of 2024, Nick picked up a Dodge Ram 1500. Not an actual TRX, but the name stuck. It works. At first, it was just meant for hauling Copart builds, purely for utility. But then it started showing up in videos. Then about 6 months later, he doubled down and picked up a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. That Trackhawk had a story of its own, but for Nick, it was a dream car at the time. At just 21, he finally had one, and he made the most out of it. That Trackhawk showed up everywhere and easily became one of his main content cars. Between the Baby TRX and the Trackhawk, they both earned that 4th spot. Before the Z01, Nick also went after the cheapest Charger Red Eye he could find. And when we say cheap, we mean cheap, around $3,000. And you'd expect something like that to be completely done for, right? It actually had some life left in it. Blue paint, rough around the edges, but with the right work, it turned into something serious, and that's really Nick's specialty. Taking cars people overlook and turning them into something worth paying attention to. That's why this Red Eye build lands comfortably at number 3. At number 2, we've got Nick's 2nd Gen Dodge Charger Scat Pack right here. He picked this up at the start of 2024, and honestly, this car feels like him. Blacked out, aggressive, Scat Pack engine swap, heavy tint, everything about it matches his style. And it's actually not his first 2nd Gen Charger either. He had that yellow one before, but this one took things further. He added a Galaxy wrap that made it look like something straight out of Call of Duty Zombies. And just like Len has purple, Nick built his identity around that Galaxy look, especially through Babyfxce. That's why this one takes the number 2 spot.
I ain't gonna count that as a question, I'm just talking shit. Why did you get a blue eye? I got a blue eye jailbreak, my animal that I had in the past, my nigga Shadow, rest in peace Shadow, long live Shadow, you feel me? He was an all black husky with white accents. He had white paws, a white chest, he had one blue eye and one brown eye. This car basically is like remaking Shadow. Like, I'm in Shadow every day, so how can I miss Shadow? I'll never get rid of him. Because this is my boy, right here.
And at number 1, the car that really means the most, Nick's Chrysler 300 Blue Eye Jailbreak. He picked it up in April 2023, and while it started as one thing, it evolved into something much bigger, now sitting in red eye territory performance-wise. But what actually makes this car special isn't just the build, it's the meaning behind it. Nick added blue badges and named it Blue Eye after his dog, Shadow. Shadow was an all-black husky with white accents, one brown eye, one blue eye. But after he passed, Nick kept that memory alive through his car. Every drive, every video, it's like Shadow's still there with him. At first the car stayed all black, but eventually he took it to Babyfxce and gave it that signature Galaxy wrap. And just like that, it became his identity. This car didn't just start his career, it represents it. His purple torch, his version of a forever car, the one you don't let go. From the cozy car project at the bottom, all the way up to the blue-eye jailbreak at the top. Nick's lineup is a pure Mopar rat garage, with a few unexpected moves along the way. You gotta love someone that knows what he likes, and more importantly, sticks to it.
It's the opposite, but it's together.
Me and him can record the same thing and it'd be 2 different videos.
And they both don't get views.
While Len experiments with foreign cars and pushes into new territory, Nick stays grounded in raw American muscle. And together, it just works. Like 2 sides of the same coin. The modern and the original. They balance and complement each other perfectly. And that's really the message for anyone watching. It doesn't matter what lane you choose, Mopar, foreign, whatever your style is, just find your lane, own it, and stay consistent with it. It'll work out. Len and Nick show that every single time they upload. Duos don't lose, and this duo, they're driving straight into history. If you enjoyed this, then I highly recommend you watch this video and check out our Atlanta brothers, Quan and Zoop, who also have an amazing bond and share some crazy car collection. My people, thanks so much for watching. Peace, fam, and as always, drive safe.
I like the unity, man. 'Cause even when I was talking about the interview, I was like, no, we doing it together. Off real. Like, we doing it together. We doing this together. Like, every time I see all the event shows, it's together, man. I'm telling you, you don't get that. Out here, everybody get it, right? Yeah. Niggas get it, you know, they get a little clout, get attention. They immediately start, you know, looking down or start veering off from who they rock with. So, man, y'all boys definitely stay with each other, man, because y'all ain't gonna never fall.